The changes, obviously at 10, Jean-Luc comes in for Kurt Coleman. Kurt Coleman ruptured his ACL ligament in a training incident during the week. It's a complete rupture, and he will be out for the entire season. He'll be going in for an operation on Friday. So Jean-Luc comes in for him. In terms of the scrum half position, Louis Schroeder comes in for Nick Groom. Nick Groom had swelling of the knee post the Jaguars game, and he had a cortisone injection there to settle the swelling, and he'll be out for 9 days. In terms of the loose trio, there's a bit of rotation there. Nizam Kar goes to the bench and is replaced by Skalkberger. Nizam has played every single game this season and has played all the warm-up games, and that is part of our rotation policy. In terms of the lock, Peter Steph du Toit returns after being rested versus the Jaguars. In terms of the number 4 lock, JD Schickeling comes in for Evan Etzebeth. Evan Etzebeth injured his calf in a training incident on Monday, and the scans report that he'll be out between 4 and 6 weeks. In terms of the front row, the props in Vincent Koch and Ollie Kebbel, that is also part of our rotation plan with JC Janssen van Rensburg and Francois who are going to the bench. In terms of the other guys on the bench, Reinhard Elstead returns from injury, and he'll be covering the number 4 lock position and 6. Godlin Masimla comes onto the bench. Hugh Jones comes back into the makeup after the injury to Kurt Coleman. Hugh Jones will be covering 15 for us. He was going to start at 15 versus the Blue Bulls for the Currie Cup side this Friday. And then obviously we welcome the return of Damien Dalenda after a long injury break. You know, yes, we've incurred some injuries, but for me that's quite an exciting team, and certainly, you know, the way we've looked at it, and we're going to. And looking at guys covering certain positions like Hugh Jones at 15 and Cheslin Kolbe at 10, I think that's really exciting. So we're excited obviously for the fact that Damien and Reinhard are back, but you know, injuries happen in this game, and you know, and what they do is they create opportunities for other people. So you know, looking at this team, you know, we're quietly excited about it. Yes, I mean those 2 injuries to Dylan Lays and Kurt Coleman are big injuries. You know, I mean they're season-ending injuries, and they were both considered as fly-half covers, you know, for us. And certainly we need to dig deep in terms of our squad, and we need to make some clever plans now. So look, the long-term part of the long-term process is that we're going to invest in our young players. There's still Brandon Thompson, who played his under-20s last year, played for me in the Western Province under-21s. And you know, we didn't bring him in this weekend because he hasn't trained with us for the last month, and he was selected for the Currie Cup side to play against the Blue Bulls, so it would have been too disruptive for us to bring him in. Having said that, you know, he will be joining us on Monday, so there is a long-term, you know, vision in that way. But like I said, if we can start playing around with a Cheslin Kolbe or Hugh Jones, I think that makes things quite exciting for us. I think you know, if you look at teams in the past where they've had to make some dramatic decisions in terms of replacing certain individuals, it's actually worked in their favour. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how these guys go on the weekend. I think that with Jean-Luc, you know, I have spoken about him quite a bit this season, and I do rate him highly, and it was just a matter of time for when he was going to get a start. And I've got a responsibility to look after, you know, these youngsters, but in saying that, you know, I made the Stormers side when a guy like Dick Muir fell out with injury. You know, Jean de Villiers made this team when I fell out with injury. So these opportunities are created, and that's rugby. So in terms of what he brings to the table, I think you know, he's a complete footballer, and that's what I'm really looking at. You know, I thought that Kurt was doing well. He was building confidence. He did extremely well against the Brumbies. He did well in the first half against the Jaguars, and you know, he starts. So I feel for Kurt, but this is an opportunity for a youngster to really stake a claim, and it's a big opportunity for him. I feel that he's got a good rugby brain, and he likes to organise things, and he likes to take charge, and that's what you want in a fly half. So again, it was just a matter of time, but I'm excited to see how he goes.